Hello guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome for our video today about the meeting 6. And this meeting 6 we are talking about the problem of the translation. So what is the problem of translations? Problem of translation we can say about the vocabulary equivalent. Okay. If we are talking about the vocabulary, of course, if you are translate something, we have some different words have different meaning, of course, and then if the different words, of course, have the different cultures. Okay. And then next about the idiomatic equivalent. Idiomatic equivalence. If you are use that idiom, in not all the cultures understand the idiom we use, so be careful if you want to use this idiom. Okay. Then about the grammatical syntactical equivalent, as for that the problem is not all the language have the same grammar. Yeah. And then next, for the last about the experimental equivalent. Experimental equivalent is not all the cultures have the same experience. That, for example, science, not all the culture have the department store. So it would be difficult to translate the department store. Well, so next about the conceptual equivalent. Maybe some meaning are not universally shared. About the maybe at least about the freedom. Freedom is doesn't necessarily means the same things in other cultures as it does in American. Okay, that's the kinds of the problem of the translations. After we are talking about the kinds of the problem of the translations, now we are talking about the linguistic equivalent. Where is the linguistic equivalent? Linguistic equivalent is equivalent in meaning between the source language informations and the respector language informations. That category of the respect. The Indonesian language distinguishes kinds of the respect when referring to or addressing central kinds of the people. So the classification is usually determined by such factors as age, rank, social status, or familiarity, and has three major levels. For three major levels, we divided for the speaking up. About the speaking up, to older people or people of higher rank, or as a soldier to his commander, or a pupil to his teachers, or etc. And then about the speaking down, to younger people or people of the lower ranks as a teachers, and then to his pupils, parents to their children, or etc. And then about the speaking to peers is maybe to those of the same level. Then about the three levels, now we are talking about the lexical. Lexicon, that meaning of the lexical is the word discussed in the previous sections has been divided primarily upon the culture structure of the information. The problem of the meaning in which this section treats concern of the linguistic factors. In the meaning of the word, through something we cannot get rid of the culture significance. So, if we are talking about the lexical, of course, we have some topic about polysemy. Where's the polysemy? polysemy is a compound noun for basic linguistic features. The name comes from Greek poly. It's also called radition or multiplications. This happen when a word occurs and with the rest of the meanings. And then for originally it refers to writing material made from the papyrus thread of the Nile and later to other writer material, and now it refers to things such as a government document, scientific report, and family achieve or newspaper. Then, so what is the example? English word about the run. Okay, semantic component. And for the semantic component, we have semantic field and semantic content. For example, about the English word run, the athlete is running. Her nose is running. For how long is the movie running? Who left the weather running? She's running the flag of the pool. Mr. Curly is running for president. Does your car run? Train run on rail. My computer run on Windows. You wanted to run that by me again? His salmon seemed to run on forever. We scored on a run in the 6th inning, and I have a run in my stocking. Then about the semantic field and semantic content. By semantic field, we mean that full range of the way of the word has and can be used. And by examining the field of the possible meaning, we begin to narrow the options. So, normally there are still too many options. Okay, so we have to take another step. For the second step is to determine the semantic context. Okay, if run for instance can refer to rapid bipedal locomotion in some context, we can eliminate that option in contexts where there are no leg or feet. And if run can mean flow or grip, it is a possible way of understanding it where nose and pouch appear, but not where liquid do not appear. In everyday speech, we do these kinds of comparison to semantic content so rapidly and respectively that we are not normally aware about doing it so, but we do it nevertheless and normally with a great accuracy. Okay, that's explanations about the problem of translations. Alhamdulillah, saya say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.